Sunny Pinters.
Hi there.
And welcome to another Pondside chat. Pondside, but from a different angle.
Yes.
So welcome back. If you haven't subscribed to our channel already, today's the day. Seize the day. Carpe diem. Subscribe to our channel by hitting the button right down below that says subscribe. It's hidden in plain sight. And then next to it is a little bell that you push to get notifications so you know when each and every single one of our chats comes out. So you're never left in the dark. And then, of course, you should be keeping up with us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter just to see the latest and greatest of what's going on here at the Pint. And links to all of that are right down below in the description. So, without further ado, what are you drinking today, Sue?
I am drinking Three Mavens Amber Lager.
Oh.
So it's really good. We've had it before. It's a nice little amber. I like it.
Cool.
So it's light. It's malty, but it's light. You know, not too heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And also, we've got this one on a bit of a fire sale this week.
Getting ready for St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
Yes, we are. We need to make some room, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
So come and get your Three Mavens Lager, Amber Lager today.
Yeah, it's $5 a pint this week until it's gone.
Nice.
And what are you drinking?
I'm drinking, this is Morning Glow from Swamphead up in Gainesville. And this is a blonde with vanilla and coffee.
Mm-hmm. It's really good.
It's really, really good. You know, the batches vary a little bit. Some of them, like one was cacao coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is a really nice balance of the vanilla and coffee. It's very smooth.
Yeah, I almost had it today.
Well, you're in luck. There's more.
There's more. I'm going to have it maybe later.
All right. So let's talk about the news this week.
Yeah, we got some big news.
Got exciting news. So we found out we were nominated for the best of 352.
And if you don't know, 352 is the area code in the Central Florida area.
Yes. So we are under several categories, including bar, happy hour, lunch, outdoor dining, salads, and sandwiches. So make sure to vote. You can vote every single day. And I think
March 19th is when it ends.
March 19th is when it ends, and we'll put the URL down here so you know where to go to vote.
Mm-hmm. And you can vote in all of those categories. We're in a couple more categories too, so poke around. But yeah, you'll pass your ballot, and then it'll come up and say, do you want to submit your ballot, or do you want to vote for another category in food and drink or something like that. So keep voting for more categories because you can only submit the ballot once, so you should have several things on it.
And all of our categories are under food and drink.
Yes.
So that's the first level, and then once you go into food and drink, then there's other levels in there.
Yes.
So check that out. And while you're in there, we highly encourage you to check out the nominations for Sandy Shack up in Ocala, which is a great little wine and beer shop that Sandy and Alex of Sandra and Alex the Kid, some great performers who come here, have just opened. It's a great shop if you haven't gone to visit it.
Yeah, a lot of imported wines and wines you don't see
and
in
great
the
sake
grocery store and stuff. Yeah.
And they have a fantastic beer canned and bottled beer selection.
They have 4 huge coolers of beer, and you can buy individual cans. It's really good. They have a lot of good beer.
So they're in Six Gun Plaza over on Highway 40 on the east side of Ocala, so go check that out. You really should.
Yes.
Okay. And vote for us too. Not just them.
Yes.
You can spread the love. You have enough love to go around. So, reminders, our new website is live. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out today. It's really cool looking.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I think it's a lot of fun. You'll notice that our online ordering is not active on there. Hopefully it'll be soon, knock on wood.
Mm-hmm.
So we're very excited about that too. So check it out and let us know what you think.
Yeah.
So,
and in the meantime, you can always call us and call in your to-go order. But please don't leave it on voicemail because we don't always have a chance to check that quickly enough.
We could miss it.
Yeah, so make sure you talk to an actual person who takes your order, and we can do to-go orders that way.
Yes. So don't worry, we still can do to-go, just not online right now. So this week, Want to talk about this week?
This week,
It's one of the biggest weeks of the year for us because of that's also St. Patrick's Day at the end.
Yes.
But before St. Patrick's Day comes along, we have on Tuesday, March 14th, the fabulous Michelle Ingram in the house from 4 to 7.
Oh, she's so much fun, yeah.
So much fun. And then on Thursday, March 16th, Miss Charity Cox is in the house.
Yes.
It's Ladies' Week.
It's Ladies' Week.
I love it. And then on Friday, we have St. Patrick's Day.
Yes,
which
that's
is
usually one of our biggest celebrations of the year.
And for all you corned beef lovers, we're going to have corned beef again on Friday, and we're doing a lot of it. I'll be cooking corned beef for a lot of this week. And we're going to have some really fun Irish specials to go with that, too. So come in and check it out. Everyone who came last year was just, we ran out.
We ran out so early last year.
Yeah.
But
this year we're not going to
We're going to have the sandwiches and the flatbreads that we normally have, and then you're going to prepare some kind of entree things, right?
Yes, last year I did like an Irish platter, and I'm going to do that again with our corned beef, and I'll make our homemade colcannon, which is really delicious. And then, just like last year, I'll probably have some of those traditional carrots and cabbage and all that good stuff that'll go with it. It's really delicious. And I'm trying to think if I can get it done, a little Irish potato pound cake. So I'm going to try to do that. Fingers crossed I get it done. But I put it out there into the world, so I better do it now.
Yeah. And then, of course, as we mentioned, we're getting, clearing out some taps for the beer. Sad news, we will not have glasses this year. Our supplier is having issues getting the glasses and getting them printed. So we're not going to be able to have glasses. I'm hoping for some of the other big glass events. So you don't get a free glass this year.
Not this year, but it'll still be a lot of fun.
Yes.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and usually... Go ahead.
Because you've got some great beers.
Yeah, and you're probably going to see a few taps that are empty this week, and that's because we have 7 beers we're putting on that day.
That's the exciting part, folks. She's got 4 Irish red ales coming in and 3 dry Irish stouts.
Yes.
So that's huge.
It is a lot of beer, yes.
Yes.
And we definitely are going to have Smittix on. So, yeah. So we got some 2 nitro Irish stouts and 1 non-nitro. So, very excited.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun every year we've done it. I think the first year was pretty quiet because it was COVID. And I think it was just like David and Susan.
And we were shut down like 2 days later.
Yeah, and Gary and Nina and Mina. So it was, I think those were our big St. Patrick's Day the first year. Yeah. But they had a lot of fun with us. It was a good time. But ever since then, it's been crazy.
Yep. And I've ordered some little photo booth things so we can take pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so that'll be a lot of fun. So definitely, big day.
Big day. You know, and I'm not Irish, but I still feel like we should all celebrate.
Exactly.
Be Irish for the day.
Can I talk about this next one?
Sure. This is your baby.
I know. I don't know. I just thought of it. But April Fool's Day is on Saturday, and that's a day that we usually have music. We're not big tricksters, but we do want to let you know it's no joke. We are going to be doing an Oktoberfest on April 1st. So we've got Oktoberfest food, and you're cooking up, because we do have our bratwursts on Tuesdays, but you're cooking up some extra stuff for that too, right?
Yeah, you know, usually what we do for Oktoberfest is we try to bring in some of those Oktoberfest fan favorites that you'd find at Oktoberfest over in Munich, and that, you know, currywurst and
that flatbread thing,
Flammkuchen.
Oh, that was so good.
And then we also we did a plate again. So and we made up a cabbage sausage casserole, and we had potato pancakes and bratwurst, and it was a really nice little platter.
Good. Yeah, it was.
So we'll probably do something similar to that again.
And we've got, if you were here on Oktoberfest last year, we've got the Schnitzel Beer Band is going to be here.
Oh, fun!
I know.
They are so fun.
Basically, I wanted an excuse to bring them in when it wasn't Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
And we grabbed a keg of BuzzFest from Infinite. So we are going to be tapping a keg of BuzzFest Oktoberfest beer, and that is such a good beer from our friends up at Infinite. So.
And it comes with a great story from Buzz, who was a brewer, one of the initial brewers here in the Villages, up when in Spanish Springs there was a brewery up there, and he made this fantastic Oktoberfest beer, and that all kind of did what it did, and crazy stuff happened. But now the Infinite folks worked with him to brew this beer using his recipe. Yeah. So that's why in honor of him, they called it BuzzFest. So it's very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And then that first part of April as well, we are not doing a college bracket this year.
Right.
It's a lot of
we just haven't figured out. But
right, I think it's right at the height of the final week, maybe. There's going to be a beer bracket. Yeah,
the Daily Sun is going. If you haven't checked out online, excuse me, beard always does it to me. The Daily Sun does a lot of stuff online on their online platform. Little contests where you can win fabulous prizes.
Yeah, there's one they do quite often. It's like it's almost like a bracket thing for pick your favorite song. There'll be a theme and they'll have choices. And they approached us. They came up with this fantastic idea.
And we are so excited about it. I mean, Susan at the Daily Sun, she did all the work on this, and it's just fantastic. So what we're going to have is, we'll start our bracket, and you come in and you vote for your favorite beer,
and we'll have all the information, but you essentially are going to do it through the Daily Sun's online version.
Yeah, but the cool thing is, just like a regular bracket, it keeps narrowing down. So, and we made the time frame pretty short for it because our beers turn over so fast. But we'll have some fun with it, and you could win a $50 Sunny Pint gift card.
Yeah.
I mean, this is high stakes, people.
So we'll have more detail very soon. But that's going to be, I think, the first week in April. So look out for that, and we will definitely blast all the information out. But it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, and I know this wasn't on the schedule, but as we promised, we talked that we were going to talk a little bit about some beer educational facts in our video last week.
Do you have some facts?
I just want to. We'll start with one of the most basic things, a little basic beer knowledge that you can amaze your friends and family with at parties, because. Here's a little trivia. How many types of beer are there? That's right, 2. And everyone's like, no. Well, there's stouts and lagers. Yes, but each of those beers, each of those very cool beers that are all very different, boil down to exactly 2 different styles of beer in how they are produced. Now, and what are those styles? Ale and a lager.
So every beer
is either an ale or a lager.
Sour beers.
Ales.
Pilsners.
Lagers.
I'm not going to say anything else in case I get it wrong, but every beer is either an ale or a lager.
Stout.
Ale, right?
Ale. The lagering...
a lot of ambers are lagers. There's a lot of amber lagers.
There can be. And so this is what's really cool, is what is the difference between an ale and a lager? And it all comes down to the fermentation process and the temperature. So it's the yeast and the temperature at which the yeast ferments the beer. So you have different types of yeast, and you also have different temperatures in which you ferment the beer. Lagering has to be done in a colder process. So
about 40 degrees.
Yeah, there's a range, but it's colder. And that used to be done like in caves and such. Or now it's done under refrigeration. Ales are fermented at a higher temperature.
About 70, I think.
Yeah, and and you can see that's a big range, 30 degrees difference, and it produces a different taste profile overall in the beer. So and the yeasts are different too. So, but the main thing is cold is lager, a little bit warmer is an ale. And the coldness, you get a little bit more of a crisp taste to things, and an ale, it's going to have more of a rich flavor.
And lagers are usually more clear too, because I believe, I'm not 100%, lagers are bottom fermented, which means everything goes to the bottom, and ales are top fermented.
Yes. So, very cool fun fact.
Yes.
Very cool fun. So that's your first little educational tidbit from us here at the Sunny Pint.
Yes.
And you probably already knew it, so pat yourself on the back if you did. All right, so let's talk about the beers.
Do you want to just go with the ones we haven't had before?
Sure.
Since there's so many.
You start then.
I will. We've got Time Moves Slow, which is a Kolsch from Unseen Creatures. We have never had this brewery before, so I'm very excited, and it's a very good Kolsch.
Well, I'm glad that you said the name of the brewery because it wasn't on there.
No,
I would have messed that up.
Yes. And the next one is a new one.
The next one is Premium Dancer. It's an Italian Pilsner from Bowigens.
I don't really know what an Italian Pilsner is. So.
I think it just has a certain flavor profile.
Yeah, I'll try to look it up.
It's kind of like a Czech Pilsner. A lot of people are like, oh, it's a Czech Pilsner. I mean, there's probably specific malts or hops that are used to produce that flavor profile.
And then we have 32958, also known as Zip Code from Paradolia.
I'm glad you said it.
It's a hazy IPA. And I forgot, St. Sebastian, Florida? Maybe Sebastian. Anyway, that must be the zip code there. So we've got that one.
And then the Enchanted Tiki Room, a sour from Hidden Springs.
Obviously a Dole Whip inspired sour, yes.
Obviously.
Clearly. And it is very sour.
It's very sour, but you do get those Dole Whip notes. But it's sour, people.
Yeah. A lot of the staff has liked it. They've been ordering it quite a bit. It's a little too sour for my tastes.
Yeah.
But I'm not a huge sour fan, but this one, it's very good.
Well, and I think, like all beers, once you kind of get past that first initial bit, it's a little easier. So sometimes if you're just doing a sample, you're kind of thrown off. But if you were actually to take...
Like if you got it in a flight or something
even do 4 ounces. By the time you got through that 4 ounces, you'd be like, oh, okay, now I get it. So don't be thrown off. You might be a sour fan, you just might not know it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot of people will taste our sours and like, oh, I had no idea I liked sours. So don't be afraid of them. Definitely
don't be afraid.
Give them a taste.
Absolutely.
Especially something called the Enchanted Tiki Room. How can you not taste that?
In the Tiki Room.
Great. Now we're going to get a copyright strike. I don't think anyone's going to recognize it.
From my fabulous singing? I was so perfect. All right, kids, we're getting silly. You have a fantastic week. We will see you here at the Pint. Cheers.